They came to us with a concern and a real major, like, wow, this is going to be a pretty big upheaval. But what we were able to do and what we were able to express is that we could approach it in such a way to take care of all that stuff and alleviate all of that stress. When the process gets started and really determining a wayfinding strategy, it really all starts with talking with stakeholders and talking with folks that are in the environment already, folks that know the challenges that patients will be facing, visitors will be facing, also employees will be facing. So that was step one. It was really sitting down with Highland and finding out what they wanted to achieve and how deep they wanted to go with it. You have people coming to that facility for a number of reasons, whether they're visiting a patient or they're a patient that has to get a procedure done. Both of those situations can be stressful situations. So not knowing where you go can just compound that and make a stressful situation even worse. Visitors that had been visiting Highland for years were now going to have to, follow a completely different path through the hospital. All of their existing wayfinding, which wasn't much, was pointing in the wrong direction. So really that was the reason, well, something has to be done. And let's just take the opportunity now to tackle all of our wayfinding challenges and all of our pain points all in one fell swoop. We worked with them to identify what areas of the building were most confusing. Once we had those upfront interviews with the customer, we really walked it ourselves. It was really getting our own perspective of how to reach certain areas. We really felt like we had to break the facility down. We recognized that while we're implementing colored zones, we had to be conscious about the colorblind as well. There was also a concern about sort of language. It's recognized that a certain percentage of the population, English isn't their primary language. We wanted to put together a system that was for everybody, that could handle any, situation. So the use of icons was put together so that if they couldn't follow the language of diagnostic imaging or something like that, they could at least follow an icon and get them to where they're going. The wayfinding system has to be in front of them and presented in such a way that's readily available. It's something that they can read, understand, almost effortlessly. They really wanted to give an impression of more of a hospitable place, more of like a hospitality type feel to it. So we tried to tie into that and use some of those finishes that they were using, planning for that space, and that's one of the reasons why Fusion was such a good fit for that design. The impact of signage and graphics can carry that a long way. Right after the implementation of the interior wayfinding, they expressed a desire to explore exterior campus wayfinding as well. Their current exterior signs were still under the Strong Health label, so they needed to be updated just from a branding standpoint. We really had to focus on making sure that we were following the URMC brand, and use of their logos was something that was heavy in the design discussions. The final result is a beautiful set of signs that really fell into line with the URMC brand. So a master plan is about looking at the big picture, not just about this department is moving here. The system needs to be geared in such a way that it can handle future expansions. And with Highland, we really experienced that all the way through. Additions, renovations have been happening. So the system that we put in place would accommodate whatever expansion they needed to do. The important thing we wanted to do for Highland was really give them a single point of accountability. We didn't want to have them chasing people down to provide them with solutions. That's one of the things with the turnkey solution that you have with Takeform. We were involved at the beginning to work out the plan and put the system in place, but they have a partner that they can go to at any point that understands it, has their templates already, has their methodology in their system already. And when they need something, that something changes, or they need something new, or they're building an addition, or they're doing some renovations, they don't have to re-explain that. And that's why it's so important.